Dylan has oh shit. Hello everyone, welcome to a very special podcast that Dylan here has proposed and I agreed with. So Dylan, what are we doing here?
Today we're gonna do some impressions of the Game Award nominees because the Game Awards, it's kind of a rite of passage. Like, you become a real gamer when you look at the Game Awards and you're just filled with disgust because they've been a thing. Spike did them. I think the first one was in like 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. Um, Roughly around the time like video games started to become like culturally acceptable, like people stopped pretending like it wasn't a thing the grand majority of us took part in. I think, and legendarily, the Spike Awards, the video game awards, their first game of the year was the Madden of that year, and their best sports game was like Tony Hawk, which says a lot. It's been every year they've it's an odd like dance with itself because the people who run Spike have no fucking clue what is interesting or like culturally acceptable or like what gamers want, and they're trying to go to as big of an audience as possible. But the dude who actually sets it up, Jeff Keighley, is a very like prolific figure in games journalism. He's a real old school dude. He really cares. You can tell, like, this whole like weird exploitation of video games really gets to him. There's a picture from 2012, like he did a TV spot on game trailers for Halo 4, and he's surrounded by like Mountain Dew and Dorito tie-ins to the Halo 4 launch.
Oh, and it's yeah, someone froze a frame of him like sitting there before it started and he just looks.
He's dead inside, and it became Dorito Gate is what it was called, kind of the predecessor to Gamergate.
Well, no, the predecessor to Gamergate was Gersman Gate.
Well, yeah, I mean that's
Get
the
your shit
predecessor.
together.
Yeah, I mean it's been a long string to get here. We'll talk about that later because it comes up in the nominees.
It
Um,
oh my god, it does.
and
I
last
want,
year,
has
uh,
anyone ever talked to Jeff Keighley about that picture?
I'm certain someone has.
I
I'm
want to know what he. I want to know his like honest reaction to that picture and what it's
sure he's
become.
so like invested in the corporate part of the games journalism, like he knows not to say what he really feels, which is goddamn it, this is so fucking stupid. No one cares. Although that I've gone on record several times. I really like that flavor of Mountain Dew that they tie into video games.
It's disgusting.
I love it.
You're full of shit.
It's great. I bought a bottle a couple nights ago when I didn't have enough money, and I made my mom give me some change to buy it. And then my mom was like, "I should have fucking left your ass here and went to the parking lot." I'm like, "Yeah, you should have." Uh,
Whiteout, Livewire, and Baja Blast are the only good spin-offs of Mountain Dew ever.
I like Code Red.
Unless, well, Code Red, but it's too cherry. I like the other ones better.
I like Voltage too. I liked that Pitch Black tie-in they did.
Do you remember the Pitch Black? Do you remember the Pitch Black 2
I did.
flavor that was sour grape?
I did. I like that one too.
No one remembers that. I'm glad you remember that. That was well, it was okay, but it was fucking weird, and you wouldn't want to drink a whole bottle of it because it was basically just liquid candy.
Right. They
Which,
brought it back for The Dark Knight Returns or The Dark Knight Rises.
but and for me to say like soda is technically liquid candy, but to describe a soda as that more so than that, like I mean, fuck, it was just sugar. It was just melted lollipops.
It was. So last year, the VGAs were rebranded as VGX because I think Spike realized they were pouring millions of dollars into a thing, kind of like a monument to the sins of man, or the
The
sins of the
VGA cable.
gaming public.
The
I
VGA
think the
cable.
year before that, they hit critical mass when, you know how like the Emmys or the Oscars have like a censor thing, or like if your speech goes on too long at the Oscars, like the band kind of plays you off.
Yes.
The VGA's answer to that was to have a dude in a military uniform drag you to the floor and then shove his genitals into your face.
Wait, really?
Yeah, there was their play me off or their censor disco ball was a dude teabagging you, and you had like legendary figures in the industry being dragged to the floor and like molested on television. And it's like this is what we've become. And in many ways, I think that's how a lot of people would describe gamers now, ironically enough. So, ahead of its time, the VGAs. So last year, they rebranded as VGX. They only live streamed it through the internet. They didn't actually broadcast it. And it was small. It was like in like a loft. And Jeff Keighley hosted, and Joel McHale hosted, and it was so fucking awkward, and it was beautiful. Like just it doesn't matter what they do, they'll never win, which is why Spike this year has opted out. The Game Awards are an independent thing. Jeff Keighley's still hosting and organizing, and now he's doing it with people in the industry. It's how they've toted it. So like dudes who at Valve and Blizzard and Microsoft are all kind of chipping in to help put it together. And it looks like it's a real event. It's not. I thought it was going to be another like Jeff Keighley in his bedroom handing out little plastic cups he's painted yellow with magic marker. But it's like it's being broadcasted from like Planet Hollywood. Imagine Dragons is playing it, which they seemed very proud of. It looks like there's going to be real stuff happening, like it's a real thing. I will say though, the nominees are still awful. The nominees are awful. The categories aren't great. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 categories that are jury voted. I don't know. There's actually a tab of juries and advisors, and then there are.
I was just looking at that. I'm trying to find you. You think in a post Gamergate world we would have like an fucking about page just with like all of the like disclosure details.
I,
Nope, nope, no
jury
no word of where there's funding, no word if there's any sponsors at all, like nothing.
Nominees for the Game Awards are selected by a jury of 28 international media. And then, so these are like, let's see here. The Associated Press, Destructoid, GameSpot, The Guardian, Joystick, Penny Arcade, Famitsu, Wired, US Gamer. There's one in particular, Giant Bomb, Jeff Gerstmann, the one and only, who again we'll get to, Polygon. So it looks like a bunch of games journalists have come together to do this.
I'm still very upset that there are no fucking disclosures, and I'm still looking.
I mean, after that list got leaked a couple weeks back about how like most of the people in the gaming press are all like colluding together at this point, like, are you really surprised?
Wait, what? What?
Did you not hear about the email chain thing? Like someone weeks ago screenshotted like there's this huge email chain of like not just game journalists, but like moderators for game boards, like dudes who moderate the V4 on the V board on 4chan and the gaming subreddit, which is why now a huge swath of 4chan users have broken off into a different website.
Wait, this was months ago.
Months ago, right? Whatever.
You said weeks. I thought there was something new.
No, it's all the fucking same. Whatever. Time's an
I
illusion.
thought you were talking about worse collusion. Like,
Collusion. All right.
it's not even really collusion. Never. We're not talking about that.
So what I want to do here is one thing that's always been really cool about the VGAs. It's actually the reason why I watch it. Is it's like a mini E3. As I said earlier in a different stream, it's kind of like how some people say dinosaurs were so big they had two brains. E3 is the proper brain, and the VGAs are like the butt brain. It's like, we'll have a playable demo by E3, but we can slap together a teaser trailer right now and drum up some hype. And there's actually been some really cool ones. Last year was a little lackluster, but it was like they had
The most exciting thing last year was that fucking Arkham Knight trailer that I didn't give a fuck about.
I mean, No Man's Sky was announced there. That really cool like space exploration game. Tales from the Borderlands
Oh
and
yeah, I forgot about No Man's Sky. Never mind.
both of those were announced there. They showed off a ton of Titanfall stuff. It was an underwhelming show, but there was still stuff there. So what I want to do is, in between every category, I want each of us to give an off-the-wall prediction. We got to speed this up because we only got half an hour before
Okay, let's do it. Let's start.
Right. The only requisites I
Oh, I'm David with Geekenstein. I forgot that part.
Whatever, I'm Dylan. Who cares? The only the only criteria is you can give first gameplay, so it's like a game that we know exists but hasn't been shown off, or a reveal. So I want to start. What's the first like completely crazy
No, no,
thing?
no, no. Put
Much.
those in between the categories. Start with the categories.
You want to start with the category?
Just because we can always do more we can always fill time with more fun predictions.
All right, let's start with a category no one cares about: best sports/racing game, which kind of tells you that they don't care
Because
because
they
I mean,
combine them.
yeah, and also racing's a sport, so whatever.
Well, but racing game is a genre.
Yeah, okay. So the first nominee is FIFA 15. I,
Right.
right. Then there's Forza Horizon 2, which I hear is
Good.
good.
Yeah. And keep going.
Mario Kart 8,
Oh, fuck.
NBA 2K15, and Trials Fusion.
Okay, what should win? Mario Kart. What
I think
will
Mario
win?
Kart.
FIFA.
I don't think FIFA's gonna win. I think Mario Kart's gonna win, especially with like this being a bunch of games journalists. I don't think these people know what
Oh yeah,
FIFA.
you're right. Okay, yeah, no, Mario Kart will win.
Because there's even at the like it's really funny at the very bottom of the Game Awards page. It's just the Game Awards is not affiliated or produced by Viacom Media Network or Spike TV.
Yeah,
Uh,
I saw that.
so there's two, arguably three real video games in this category. So we're starting off strong.
What's wrong with sports games?
There's nothing wrong with sports games, but it's just like who cares? It's not.
The people
That's
that care just buy them every year without even thinking, and the people that don't.
right. Like they don't need an award because there's going to be another one next year. Basketball's not going to stop.
Well, the only sports video game I care about is hockey, and this year's NHL game was fucking terrible, so I did not buy it.
It's also not nominated. I kind of want Trials Fusion to win because it's a small thing, and I think they deserve it more. Or they don't deserve it more, but they could get more out of it.
I'd rather Mario Kart or Forza win, honestly.
I don't care about it, so whatever.
I like Forza, but I've never been a big Trials guy. That's just not really my kind of game.
Point being, a strong start, I would say. The next category is Best Online Experience.
Well, I think Fallout 4 will premiere announcement trailer.
Damn it, you took mine. I was going to say Fallout 4.
Ah! I knew it. I knew that was the obvious one.
Right.
Obviously.
Like someone on Bethesda went up and said, "We're not showing anything, so stop asking us on Twitter," which means they're going to show it. That's what David Jaffe said when they showed off Twisted Metal.
Yeah, that's true.
And who is
He
more
said, "Fuck off, we're not working on Twisted Metal." And guess what? They were working on Twisted Metal.
and who is more David Jaffe than the people at Bethesda? There's no way they're not making Fallout 4.
Cliffy B. The people at Epic are more David Jaffe than the people at Bethesda.
If you took Fallout 4, I'm going to cop out because it was recently a trailer, like a teaser for it was leaked. Street Fighter 5.
Oh, really? So you
There
say
was
first gameplay?
like a screen of it was released. And there's that PlayStation thing that's like this weekend, right after the Game Awards. So I'm thinking you reveal it tonight, you show it this weekend. As like
Interesting.
a limited exclusive for the PS4. That's what I'm thinking. So the second category is Best Online Experience. Because not all of these are necessarily like multiplayer games. I mean, they are, but not typical ones.
Well, it'd be like you'd put like Journey in here, so you could include it
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. There's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare,
Obviously.
Dark Souls 2, Destiny, Hearthstone, and Titanfall.
I'm gonna go with Dark Souls 2.
You gonna go with Dark Souls 2? I was thinking about this. I get the feeling Dark Souls 2 will take it, but I feel like Dark Souls 2 is, this is gonna be like the lifetime award for the original Dark Souls. Like
Yeah,
we didn't give
because
you
it never got awards.
yeah, we didn't realize what you were going to do to the industry and for the industry when you came out. And this one's not better, but we're gonna recognize it now. I would almost give
Like
it to Destiny.
But I know, but because like you said, it's the gaming press, and the gaming press has been just ravaging Destiny. I mean, look at this week's news stories about how Bungie just fucked all their loot tables.
Did they?
Well, yeah, the new update that they released, they did the thing where because everyone was bitching about how hard it was to get legendaries, which honestly it is, um, where you could break down your duplicates to get shards and then use them to upgrade your guns further. And everyone did that, not knowing like there's this whole other loot system that they're implementing that so a bunch of people feel like they just wasted like all this time and resources and now it's all fucked and they didn't get anywhere.
Aha. See, the reason I said Destiny is because I've only played like the demo, but I don't have like great internet. I mean, my internet's good, but it's like I'm on the second floor of my house. Where there's one wireless transmitter to a family of like six. But I was playing with other people very fluidly. There was no problems. I was getting along totally fine, and I'd never had that before. Um, but like I
Well,
said,
let
that's
me tell you why it's not going to win because A, Destiny got all sixes,
it
pretty
did.
much. B, um, I own Destiny. I'm level 20. I didn't play any further than that. So I've sunk a considerable amount of time in there, and Destiny's online experience when is like just grinding out some. It's like grinding out quests in WoW, like but not as interesting. Like the only reason people like Destiny is because the shooting feels good and you're hanging out with your friends. Like it is an incredibly boring game.
All right, I'll give you that. I mean, it's not game of the year winner. I'm just saying online
I
experience.
I feel like dark, but because it's online experience and not multiplayer game, I feel like it's gonna go to Dark Souls because it's weird and different.
Yeah, all right.
Destiny is just a fucking like constricted MMO.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you that. I feel like it's one of those two. I feel like we've seen Call of Duty before. We've seen Titanfall. They're not bad. They did cool stuff this year, but we've still seen them
What was
before.
the other one?
Hearthstone.
That might see. I would say that's more likely number two, just because Jesus fucking Christ, it's like an infection spreading throughout the game journalism
Yeah,
community.
no, trust me, I'm well aware from the rest of the categories that Hearthstone is a problem. Speaking of fucked up loot tables, my next prediction for game reveal will be Borderlands 3.
You mean Border Worlds?
Border, whatever, I don't care. Because they've already got like their weird Dota shooter. So maybe like I think they'll do like that as their weird game, and then Borderlands as their guarantee.
Interesting. I think they're gonna announce System Shock 3 because after all that, but like EA came out and said like all but hey, we're working on a System Shock 3. Like they were
Right.
like that franchise isn't dead. It released all over Steam and everywhere, and it was updated and like played to hell. Like I think, especially now that BioShock Infinite is firmly in the rearview mirror, it's time for like something like that to be announced.
I mean,
And
I guess
EA even said recently they're trying to build from within and not acquire outward. So that's like one of their old IPs.
right. I mean, I guess if you're EA, the System Shock guys are all out of a job now, and they're probably itching to get back in the saddle. So I'd be up for another System Shock. I love System Shock.
Me too. I really, I mean, if we're going to end up getting ridiculous with our predictions, but I feel like that's one that would come out and would be like people would be fucking shocked, and I wouldn't. Like I'd be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
All right,
I feel
sure.
like it makes sense.
The next category is Best Family Game. Um, now I'm just taking a quick look at it. All right. Disney Infinity 2.0, which that's like a full-on. You have to buy like another disc to play that, don't you? Or is it just like a
Yeah,
second
no,
one?
it's a disc.
All right. Fantasia, Music Evolved, the aforementioned Mario Kart 8, Skylanders, Trap Team, and
That's not gonna win.
Tomodachi Life.
Tomodachi Life really isn't a family game because
Yeah, I
it's a
mean,
single player. I
yeah.
love it. It's
What I'm
also
thinking,
it's also a quote unquote game.
Right. What I think is going to happen, I think Trials should take best sports game, and Mario Kart 8 take best family game.
I don't. That doesn't feel like a family game to me.
That's the only game on this list that I could feasibly see like people in my family playing together.
I could do Disney Infinity feels like
But that's because you're a fucking nerd.
n no, fuck you. I just feel like it's like that's what it's targeted at. Like even Skylanders isn't targeted at play with the whole family, whereas Disney Infinity feels like it is. But Tomodachi Life is not fucking winning.
I do like this picture of Miyamoto and Iwata battle rapping. That's pretty great.
Oh yeah, that game is so good.
Right. I mean, it doesn't seem like a game you play with other people, but it looks like an
No,
okay
you
game.
just dick around for a bit.
Whatever. No one cares about this category. What's your next prediction?
Huh. I feel like you know what? If we don't get System Shock, I bet we're gonna get a first gameplay of the Black Hand. That's the Ken Levine's new game, right?
No, it's like some of the dudes who were fired took to Kickstarter and said like we want to make our own game as our own studio. So it's
Oh,
like Ken Levine's
either way,
sloppy seconds.
first first uh first gameplay.
All right. I'm already fucking out of games. Wow. Dishonored 2.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
makes
like
sense.
if they're not doing Fallout 4, or if they're not going to reveal it, because they're totally doing it. Like Bethesda needs like something to line their pockets after the failure that was the Elder Scrolls Online. Did you remember that?
Yeah,
I didn't. I literally had to look it up in a list because I was looking up for my own game awards, most forgettable. I was like, wow, that happened. That game came out. That's
I knew it
crazy.
came out. I forgot it was this year.
God. I mean, I forgot Dark Souls 2 came out this year too, but
Well, that's
whatever.
because it came out in like February.
Right. So I'm thinking Dishonored 2, which, I mean, Dishonored I didn't love, but I thought it had the makings of something really good if they took it to the next step. And I feel
Yeah, I
like
don't care. I didn't like Dishonored.
I feel like they have I want to give them one more shot. What do you Did you already give a prediction?
Yeah, I said Black Hand
Oh,
gameplay.
right. Bet next category is best fighting game, which I'm already gonna call shenanigans on this because there are two Smash Brother games here, and there's not a single Skullgirls.
Why both? That's fucking stupid.
I kind of gave it away, but Killer Instinct Season 2, Persona 4, Arena, Ultimax.
That's season 2 of Killer Instinct being on here is fucking bullshit because it's not a new game. It's just more characters.
Well, no, because like they switched studios, they completely changed the UI, they changed a ton of
I
stuff.
know because Dave Lang's doing it.
Right, it's a big enough undertaking that I think it's justified,
Okay,
and it's also
fine,
like, oh
fine. No, I'll give it to you because that's like saying Walking Dead season 2 is not a new game.
man, you wait till we get
I'm
to
just,
that.
I'm just fuck off. I'm still upset that both copies of Smash Brothers are on here,
Yeah,
so I'm
that
taking it out on Killer Instinct.
yeah. If 3DS should
What's the
not be
fifth
on
one?
here.
Or are there only four?
The fifth one is Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Smash Brothers for the 3DS is gonna win.
I want Street Fighter 4 to win.
I do too. If it doesn't win, Street Fighter will win because it's fucking Street Fighter.
I feel like if Street Fighter 5 is revealed, they'll give it to Street Fighter 4.
Now, if Giant Bomb was hosting this, uh, fucking
Ultimax.
no, not Ultimax. Killer Instinct would win because it's Dave because they liked what Dave Lang did.
I mean, I liked what Dave Lang did. I thought it looked really good.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention. I was never a Killer Instinct fan, but it seemed like they like even just the original like season 1 seemed good. Like I really liked what they did with that.
It was by far it looked like the funnest launch game of this generation.
Yeah, I would because the game I got was fucking Assassin's Creed 4, and that was on everything. So
Speaking of fuck, what was it looking at? Speaking of
first,
Persona, I mean, I guess you can give your prediction first. It kind of fucks up my segue, but whatever.
no, go ahead. No,
Speaking of Persona, I think we're gonna get the first real look at Persona 5.
I don't think we're gonna get game. I feel like you said announcement trailer or first gameplay. I feel like first trailer for Persona 2, like just something.
Well, like more than a dude sitting
Yeah, it's more than a
on a
fucking
window.
image.
I'll
Yes,
take
like an
that.
actual a proper like I'm thinking like a cinematic trailer.
Yeah, I'll take like an animated sequence.
That
As
sound that you know what I would say you're full of shit if this was the VGAs, but because it's the Game Awards and it's like all the journalists are like consultants and judges and stuff, I feel like that's a distinct possibility.
and also there's that Street Fighter thing. Like there's this big PlayStation event tomorrow, so you can say, "Hey, look at this thing," and then show it off in your home country next, or not in your home country, but
Yeah,
whatever.
that's that. I feel like that's a nice strong prediction. Um,
Your mom's a strong
and
prediction.
I fucking love Persona, so I would. We're gonna have another podcast after this and live commentate. But if that happens, I'm gonna freak the fuck out because I'll also probably be playing Persona Q while we watch the goddamn Game Awards.
Yeah, this carousel.
But anyway, my prediction is first announcement trailer for the new Mass Effect game.
Oh right, there's more.
Yeah, yeah, because I feel like they've been working on it long enough, and now that Dragon Age is out, BioWare really doesn't have shit going on besides what we
Yeah,
know that they. I feel like that would be a good like announcement trailer.
yeah, it's enough time has passed that they're not gonna like suck the wind out from under their own product. So I think that's a strong one.
Next category,
Best role playing game: Bravely Default,
not gonna win,
Dark Souls 2,
not gonna win,
Divinity,
not gonna win because like it's
Dr-
awesome but a broken mess.
Dragon Age,
Unless five is like something I'm completely forgetting about, Dragon Age is gonna win.
South Park.
Oh shit. I feel like that's gonna be in a different category that it'll win.
It's yeah. Spoiler: South Park shows up in a couple other categories.
Yeah, South Park's gonna fucking win something, but I feel like best RPG because as good of it as it is as an RPG, like it's more than that. And I feel like it's probably in best licensed game, and it's gonna win. If that's a category, I don't know. I didn't look at these before we recorded. That was the whole point.
Right.
So
So I
Dragon
mean,
Age.
I'm gonna ruin something and say Dark Souls 2 is in the running for Game of the Year. You could probably figure that. Like he
I feel
seemed
is
pretty
that
sure it was gonna win. I don't think it's gonna win. I think it'll take Best RPG. That'll be its consolation. Like
nah, dude. Best online experience. That'll be its consolation.
I feel like role playing game is a bigger award.
Yeah, but everyone fucking loves because no one liked Dragon Age 2, and everyone fucking loved Dragon Age. What is this called? What's the
Sixth
subtitle?
position.
Inquisition. Yeah, everyone like that's all. Like everyone is like slowly glomming onto it and not shutting up about it.
Right. Hey, what's your next prediction?
Oh shit! Right. Fuck. I don't know. I would say that they would announce a South Park sequel, but we already know Matt and Trey aren't gonna do that. So I think they're gonna show first gameplay from whatever the new Tony Hawk game is because
Yeah,
they've
he's
been
still
working on
alive.
that for a while.
I'm surprised that dude's still alive.
He's not a boxer.
I know he's not. I just assumed like he would have died from a heroin overdose by now.
Tony Hawk seems like a straight-laced dude.
Do you think he's like this CM Punk of the skating world?
Well, yeah, kind of. Does he seems like that?
Like, yeah,
Even when he wasn't, old man Hawk, he seemed like everyone at the skate park's dad.
like Bam Margera is going to like yell at him about how alcoholism is in his blood and pour alcohol on his face in the middle of the ring. That's the thing that happened to CM Punk. This is real fucking dark.
Anyway,
My prediction in honor of the next category, I'm going to say it. I normally wouldn't say it because the last one was so quick, but I think they're going to show off the next Assassin's Creed. I feel
Well,
like,
they already talked about it, so yeah, that would make sense.
well, that was a leak, which is
Yeah, but it
why,
feels like that's what they'd follow up with. Yeah, I'd say
yeah,
that's a good.
I feel like after the disaster that was Unity, they have to recoup whatever they can because Ubisoft has come under so much fire these last
Oh
couple
man, I
weeks.
was I was voting in the Navigator Awards, and Unity kept showing up, and I kept putting like the checkboxes were like different places, and then there was a last. It was 1 through 4 places for all the categories, and then the last one said ineligible, and almost every fucking category I kept checking Unity is ineligible.
Unity has shown up in almost all of my joke Game of the Year awards, including like Best Girl.
I was nice. I was talking with my best friend because he bought it and because he loves the Assassin's Creed games and he doesn't, follow the industry. And I'm like, so what do you think? And he's like, well, I didn't run into the problems everyone's having, but yeah, it's not great. It's just
Yeah,
kind of
I mean that seems to be the overwhelming idea. Is like
that
even if this game ran well, it's not a good game.
it's just an incredibly mediocre Assassin's Creed game.
It is nominated for our next category, Best Action Adventure, Assassin's Creed Unity.
Is Dark
Which
Souls 2 in here?
that reeks of we didn't know what this game was before we came up with these categories. Alien Isolation is
That's
here.
not an action adventure game.
It isn't, but there's not a horror genre, and I feel like I feel like it deserves an award.
Oh, it does. So what are the other games?
Bayonetta 2,
Oh,
Shadow of Mordor, Sunset Overdrive. I feel like
fuck. Sunset Overdrive's not going to win. Shadow of Mordor, Bayonetta 2, and Alien are all. Is Alien in any other categories?
Alien isn't. I don't think so. No.
Oh, but Alien's a rough one because that it was ever you either fucking loved Alien or you thought it was okay.
I'll say there's another category that I think Alien belongs in more
Is
that
it
it's not
stealth
in, but
game?
if it was no, stealth game isn't here either. Like what other horror or notable horror or stealth games that are good came out this year?
There's been a ton of horror games. Do you really want me to go down the list?
I mean notable.
Neverending Nightmares was incredibly notable.
Was it? Like
Yes.
notable isn't whether or not you should take note of it. Notable is whether or not anyone
Evil
did.
Within. Like I know it's not that great, but it's still like it's a huge big budget horror game from Shinji Mikami.
I
So
mean, whatever. I kind of want Sunset Overdrive to take it because I feel like that game deserves some love.
it does. Like I feel like I'm eventually when I get an Xbox One, I'm gonna play that game and love the shit out of it.
Now,
But like
there's Sunset Overdrive has one other nomination that I'd be okay for it to take.
Sunset Overdrive feels like the game that everyone who played it past like the first 2 hours loved it, and everyone who didn't was like, I thought this game style was dumb and didn't like give it a chance.
Right.
Because everything I heard was everyone was like, I thought this game style was going to be super dumb, but it was really funny and I loved it.
Right.
So, best action adventure game. Alien's not going to win. I would. Fuck. Is Shadow of Mordor for Game of the Year?
I mean, if you want to fucking ruin the future, yeah, Shadow of Mordor is up for several other nominations.
If it doesn't win Game of the Year, it's going to win Best Action. And if it wins Game of the Year, that means Bayonetta 2 will win.
God,
Because I don't give a fuck what the reviewer at Polygon says. Everyone who played that game fucking loves it.
right. Yeah. So in honor of Bayonetta 2 being in the action adventure list, I think the next big reveal, because Metal Gear Online is already going to be showing up here. We know that. The world premiere of the new Metal Gear Online is going to be there. So I think right after we're going to get a peek at Metal Gear Rising 2.
That's not gonna. I don't think they're gonna do that.
No, they're totally doing like Kojima loved Rising, and it was like the best-selling platinum game in history. It
Devil May
sold
Cry 2 announcement.
it sold really fucking poorly for a Metal Gear game, but it sold pancakes for a platinum game.
I think they're gonna announce a new Devil May Cry.
Well,
That
um,
franchise has stayed active since it came about, and it always sells enough to keep going. So I feel like a new one's gonna come now. It's DMC is far enough in our rear view that it's time for the next Devil May Cry.
I mean, what would you like them to do? Do you think they should keep going with DMC or just
Yes, Yes, as someone who's only played like 2 hours of DMC, it is my favorite Devil May Cry game.
Fucking whatever. I kind of want them to like just give it back to Platinum and say like, you guys are good at this, just make it, whatever.
Well, even if um Ninja Theory doesn't make it, I want it in that new. I want it in the rebooted universe.
Do you?
Yeah.
Eh.
Anyway, next
Uh,
category.
Best shooter: Call of Duty, Destiny, Far Cry 4, Titanfall, and Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein looked really great. I didn't get to play it.
Wolfenstein is probably my game of the year.
Wolfenstein is probably the purest shooter on this list because
It's
it's like
also really fucking good.
it looks that way. Yeah, it looked really good. Like Far Cry 4 is really good, but it's like the shooting is really good, the movement's really good, but I don't know if I'd say it's best shooter. Um, and again, Call of Duty and Titanfall have happened before, but Wolfenstein is like a rare breed of like a super story focused shooter that we don't really get anymore.
Yeah, it was really fucking good too.
You have
Everyone loved it. No one disliked Wolfenstein.
you have a laser. It's a really good laser gun. Just fucking. It's all it takes anymore. It's just you got a laser gun. All right, I'm good. That's
Yeah.
that's one of my Game of the Year awards. Speaking of story-based shooters, my next prediction is Half-Life 3 because I don't care.
Cop out. You're just
It's just the time is now. I want them to get real weird with it. Like I feel like if they don't know what to do, just do whatever, just to get the monkey off their back. Oh man,
I think Ubisoft is going to announce a MOBA
why Ubisoft?
because they're the only like big publisher that doesn't have a big MOBA in development.
Are they?
Yeah, because I mean the only I can't think of any Ubisoft franchise or anything that has a MOBA coming out.
It would probably be an Assassin's Creed MOBA.
Yeah, like I feel like it's MOBA time for
Yeah,
Ubisoft.
sure. Deep Silver's got a MOBA.
Yeah, Dead Island Epidemic, right? That's what it's called.
I don't know. Who cares?
It's just like I just saw something on fucking Steam that's like it's in open beta now. Everyone can play whatever.
Speaking of recycling ideas, the next category is Best Remaster, which is a category I came up with as a joke in my own, and it's here as a real thing. Oh, great. Grand Theft Auto 5, Pokemon, Omega Ruby, The Last of Us Remastered,
So
Master Chief Collection. No way
that's
that's
not
gonna
gonna
win.
fucking. That was definitely
No
done
way.
before that came out.
And Tomb Raider Definitive Edition.
Uh, I don't think enough people have played it, so it's not gonna win. But I think Pokemon should win because everything I hear about the new Pokemon is fucking awesome.
See, I feel like Pokemon has to win just because it's an honest to god remake. Like they built it back up from the ground up. Like
Like you don't run into fucking Pokemon in just tall grass anymore. You see them on in the environment.
yeah, like they rebuilt it from the ground up as a totally new
Like
beast.
this is clearly like the next evolution. Like they didn't wait to fucking like re-overhaul the like change up the Pokemon formula for the next main game. They did it in the fucking remake. That is so crazy.
And then like they've added an event for the best legendary Pokemon, Deoxys, and all this other stuff. But yeah, I don't see the only one that could rival that was Master Chief Collection because it was like 4 fantastic games, but none of them work. So
Well, they were none of the onlines work.
yeah, I feel like Grand Theft Auto 5 could have taken it if Pokemon wasn't such an amazing feat.
Yeah, if Pokemon doesn't win, I'm gonna be really fucking disappointed because it deserves to. And just like Last of Us, Tomb Raider, and Grand Theft Auto are all really awesome, but they're games we played last year that just look better. If
Right.
the only one that could possibly win out of those three would be Grand Theft Auto because it's such a huge visual upgrade and the first person mode.
Right, but like even that is like small potatoes compared to
It
what.
literally, like, everyone just said like, "Oh, that's cool. We don't have to mod it in."
Right.
So
Hey, what's your next weird prediction? We got to barrel through these because we got 5 minutes until the show starts in like 6 categories.
we have way more categories than that. I'm looking at the categories. Anyway, my next prediction. Telltale will announce their next game.
Fucking probably. Goddamn, how many of them do they have?
I don't know. What's your prediction?
Never gonna fucking learn, are they? Um, Kingdom Hearts 3. I think we're gonna see something from that.
Okay, let's
Maybe.
just go through the categories now, and then we can predict more, whatever. But we need to get through these.
All right, good. This category really upset me. It's called Games for Change.
Yeah, I'm looking at the categories right now. What the fuck is nominated?
Mountain,
I want to play that. I own it. I haven't played
Never
it.
Alone. I'm gonna skip this one because I want to bring it up last. This War of Mine, Valiant Hearts, and I want to preface this. The idea of like here are games that aren't what games usually are. I think that's important. I think that's a good category. I think we're at a point in the generation where we've hit the slump where developers don't really know how the hardware works, and they're still trying to learn it, but they're still trying to make the games they were making before, but they're not as good. So I think here's a bunch of weird games that are trying weird things is important. The Last of Us Left Behind is not a weird game trying to do weird things.
Wait, what? What?
The Last of Us, the DLC one.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you want to know why it's there?
Why?
There's two girls kissing it. That's it.
Oh my god.
There's no
What?
other
I
reason.
I thought I thought it would be D4 or something.
No, God forbid it
I
be.
think I if I think fuck I forgot what they were already. I think this War of Mine should win from everything that I've heard. I haven't played it, but that game sounds incredible.
You mean like it sounds like an actual game
Well, not
as
Never
opposed to
Alone
everything
would have
else
been
on the list?
Never Alone is an actual game, and so is Valiant Hearts. It's just an adventure game. But this War of Mine, like, it sounds so interesting while also being like a fucking stealth action game.
Right. I'll second this War of Mine, but Last of
Okay.
Us is gonna win because that's the society
If
we
it,
live in now.
no, I don't think I don't think that's this society we live in. I don't think that.
Hey,
Best
best
performance.
performance. Adam Harrington as Bigby Wolf from The Wolf Among Us.
Kevin Spacey as Kevin Spacey in Call of Duty: Kevin Spacey.
The fucking Clementine from The Walking Dead. Trey Parker as just whoever in South Park. And then Troy Baker as the Middle Earth guy. Whatever.
Can I say that for best performance for the awards I voted in, Trey Parker and Matt Stone were both on there separately.
Were they?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Fucking, you know
I
Trey
think
Parker's
Trey
gonna win
Parker's
it.
gonna win.
Yeah, because that way they can like have him up on the stage and give it to him, and he can
He
jerk him
also
off a
does.
little bit.
He also they like. I mean, they each do half of those fucking voices.
Do they?
Yeah.
Whatever. Nolan North is half the people in Saints Row. He didn't get an award for it.
Yeah, but he hasn't been half the people in Saints Row for 20 years.
You want to give fucking an award? Like, give Troy Baker an award for Pagan Men from Far Cry 4, because I didn't know that
Okay.
was him.
Best soundtrack and slash score.
This one, I was really. This is the one that I was like, I mean, fucking, alright. Alien Isolation. Oh, it is awarded for something else. Child of Light, which I bet you forgot that game was around.
I didn't, but no,
Destiny.
no.
Sunset Overdrive.
Ooh, I don't know what the music's like in that.
It's really great. And Transistor.
Oh fuck, Transistor's gonna win, but Alien should because it's. I mean, it doesn't even. Where's best sound design? That should be a fucking category.
It probably should. I'll give Overdrive best soundtrack because Transistor is up for another category that I think it deserves a little more.
Oh, best independent game.
Yeah, Transistor's like fucking
Okay,
amazing.
then I want Alien to win. So best narrative.
Best narrative. Oh boy, is Super Danganronpa going to be in this? No, of course it's not.
That was in categories I voted for, and I voted for it a lot.
It's just fucking shocky. Fucking Hey, the cows are warm. Yeah, Chiaki, of course they're warm. What else would they?
Best narrative.
South Park, The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, Valiant Hearts, and fucking Wolfenstein.
Ooh, I want Wolfenstein to win, but I know South Park will win.
Look at the state of the industry where Wolfenstein is.
It's
Uh,
really fucking good. Like it's so
I'm sure it
shocking
is.
how goddamn good Wolfenstein is.
I'm sure it is, but still,
South Park's
um,
gonna win.
it probably
I
is.
really want Wolfenstein to win, but South Park will win.
What's the best mobile/handheld game?
Persona Q,
Bravely Default,
Persona Q,
Hearthstone,
Persona Q,
Monument Valley,
Persona Q. Ooh, Monument Valley is really good.
Super Smash Bros. 3DS, or Threes.
There's more there's six in this category.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, there isn't.
Oh. Hearthstone's gonna win.
I think Persona Q was before the cutoff date. Also, the Game Awards are starting, but it's like all the bullshit. Like, hey, look at the B-roll of video games. So I think we're good for a little bit.
Okay.
Uh, best independent game: Broken Age Act 1, Monument Valley,
I like how
Shovel.
neither of us thought fucking uh what do you call Smash Brothers was gonna win.
No, it's not because it's the fucking
Because Hearthstone's obviously gonna win, and if it
right.
doesn't, it's whatever you said. What did you say?
What did I say? I don't know. I have to pull the
I'm
nominees back
pulling.
up.
Oh, did you say Monument Valley?
No, I've never played Monument Valley.
And did you say threes?
No, I didn't. I don't think I gave it.
Oh,
Like,
either of those I could easily see winning.
also, the Game Awards right now are talking about how important video games are and how they make us feel so much.
Yeah, I'm listening to it too.
I kind of wish we could go back to just like the dude shoving his junk in your face, because at least that had energy.
Best independent game.
All right, Broken Age, Monument Valley, Shovel Knight, Transistor, and The Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Fuck, that should win. That should win, but Shovel Knight's gonna win.
Shovel Knight probably will win. I want Transistor to win because Supergiant Games are quickly becoming one of my
Should
favorite
I buy that?
developers.
It's 50% off, and I was gonna wait until it was only $5. Should I just buy it?
You should wait until it's full price so they get more money, you jerk.
Fine, I'll buy it now.
I
But I loved I just got into an argument with Kate about the vanishing of Ethan Carter like
I
2 hours ago.
I was gonna pirate Bastion and I pirated the soundtrack to it beforehand and that was done. So I was listening to it like, wow, this is really great. I have to should buy the game and I
Why the
stopped pirating the game so I could buy it
why the fuck is is Vanishing of Ethan Carter not in Best Narrative?
because no one played it.
Anyway, Developer of the Year.
Oh boy, I've been waiting for this one. This one's great. Blizzard, Monolith.
What did Monolith even release this year?
I think they did Shadow of Mordor.
Oh shit, you're right. Duh.
Nintendo. I always get Monolith mixed up with Looking Glass. Or not Looking Glass,
I
Irrational.
always get them mixed up with Obsidian.
Right. Telltale. Ubisoft.
Telltale's gonna win,
Probably. I hope
or
Ubisoft
or
wins.
Blizzard.
Right now in the Game Awards, there's an old Japanese guy playing the theme from Super
This is
Mario Brothers
super
on his piano.
cool. Like these visuals are awesome.
Whatever. This dude looks exactly like the dude from a cannibalism documentary I watched last night, and it's really freaking me out.
Game of the Year.
Yeah, alright. Fucking get to it. Game of the year.
Bayonetta 2, Dark Souls 2, Dragon Age Inquisition, Hearthstone, and Shadow of Mordor.
So this is what I think. I think Bayonetta is going to take Game of the Year. I think Dark Souls is going to take RPG.
Shadow of Mordor is gonna win.
I know it is, but dude,
I
Bayonetta
think
2 is like the 8th game to ever get a perfect score from GameSpot.
I don't. But Shadow of Mordor, either of those, I could see winning. But I think
Also,
Shadow of Mordor is going to win because it does something so new and interesting.
I mean, put that in games for change, but it's too close to Assassin's Creed, whereas Bayonetta 2 is like the pinnacle of an entire genre at this point.
Reggie is on stage.
He's Do you remember like a couple of years ago when Jeff was giving Reggie shit about like rehashing old properties at Nintendo?
No.
And then Reggie was going, and then he was like, how do you feel about criticisms that this is too close to the original Donkey Kong Country? And he's like, play the game. Like, well, what about the Super Mario World issues? Like, play the game. And he just kept going, like, at some point, just violently yelling at him, play the game. And then at the VGX, he was like, Reggie, we're cool, right? Like, yeah, we're fine. Just fucking play the game. It was great. Oh, it was beautiful.
I, I barely remember that, but I remember it.
It was great. I love just like this looks like a real like show. Also,
This actually, I'm shocked.
it looks because like the VGAs looked like award shows, but they were treated like
They look
dumb
like
frat
any
house things.
award shows.
They were like big.
They look like the People's Choice Awards or
They
whatever,
were,
but with
yeah,
the sensibilities of what people think video game, of like Call of Duty pros.
right. This looks like an actual Hollywood style award show. That's us. Reggie's talking about us. He said thank you to that guy for us that I don't know.
Coach, it's Koji Kondo.
Who's he? What's he do?
He's the composer of like all the Zelda games and stuff.
Oh, whatever.
He's an amazing composer.
Did he do the theme from Majora's Mask?
I don't know.
That was pretty good.
I'm so excited. Maybe first gameplay. God fucking damn it! I didn't think Nintendo was gonna be here, and I had Nintendo predictions, but
I
I
didn't.
feel like I felt like Nintendo never goes anywhere.
Right. I mean, you still got time.
I was thinking first gameplay reveal Project Steam
That
because
seems like real
I
shitty.
really want to fucking play that game.
Hey, it's Miyamoto and his low rent Mario
What the hell? What
T-shirt.
you're like 5 seconds ahead of me. What are you watching
Am
it
I?
on?
I'm watching it on Twitch through
Me
the actual
too.
thing, but it just froze. So, uh-oh, I'm gonna refresh it.
Well,
I might
Miyamoto's
also just be
talking.
closer to it, to like the
Look,
source
first gameplay
than you are.
reveal. Ha! I called it.
No, wait, don't say. I can't see it. Oh, it blows.
It showed a bit of uh it wasn't even like a game, it wasn't even a reveal. It was just like he's talking about how they're making uh Majora's Mask 3DS, and it just kind of was like playing in the back. And
They're making what?
Majora's Mask, it wasn't a
Oh,
gameplay
right.
reveal, but it was showing gameplay footage for like 3 seconds.
Okay. Would that count?
It does count. I called it.
Does it count?
I guess he's talking about Mario
There,
Maker.
there was rudimentary gameplay in the launch trailer for that, and it's not like you can't like go look up what Majora's Mask is like.
I want to know what they've changed because I know they're making it easier. Which I'm even
Maybe
as
there's like
Majora's Mask is one of my favorite games, is actually my favorite game of all time, and my favorite Zelda game. And I'm really curious. And even though they're making it easier, I'm totally cool with that.
I got to. I'm closing one of my tabs to see if it'll help me from not freezing every 3 seconds. I'm going to choose my tab on the Kobe
And it
District murders.
what was the one thing everyone's worried about Mario Maker?
I wouldn't say worried about.
No. There's one thing everyone talks about Mario Maker. They're always like, it seems super cool, but people are worried about level
Oh,
length, right? It actually
I
seems like it's going
guess.
to be pretty big. Like, you can make proper levels. So that's fucking awesome. This actually looks way cooler than I thought it would be. Oh, they showed off more fucking. It's the Super Mario World art style. Yes. Is it working for you now?
It is. I switched to a different stream, but both of them are active. Oh, whoops! I accidentally now I'm at This is awful. Like, cause it's like I thought it was like, oh, we're gonna pipe in a different stream to you, and they have three. They have Twitch, YouTube, and the interactive stream, which I don't know what it does, but it looks like it's just done through YouTube. But it's like tabbed, so I had switched to interactive, but the Twitch stream was still open, and it was just loading the whole time.
Yeah, that's weird. I tried to open it on a new tab, and yeah, I see exactly what you meant. It's tabbed in the actual browser itself.
That's freaky.
I don't know if we're gonna live stream for this whole thing. I'm worried this is gonna be like 3 hours long. I'm actually excited about this now.
Are you? Because there's actual stuff. I
Yes,
mean, I guess like Mario
Nintendo's there.
Maker.
Nintendo's there. Like Nintendo doesn't even fucking go to E3 anymore.
Well, Nintendo was at the VGX too.
But not like this.
I mean, Reggie Fils-Aimé was there. He showed off Donkey Kong.
Was he?
Yeah, he was there.
Well, Koji
That's
Kondo
where
was here.
what's his face? Sure, I'll give you that. Miyamoto made a video for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sure people are watching from the Wii U and Steam.
Yes, Steam.
Why would you watch it through Steam?
I don't know why you would watch it through Steam. Especially because if you're on Steam, you're on the fucking computer anyway.
Oh, hey, it's Metal Gear time.
Why? Okay, you were. I was like, why the fuck is Kiefer Sutherland here? And yeah, I forgot he's Solid Snake now.
No, he's a big boss. Jesus Christ, David.
What? He's Snake.
He's
Sorry, you're
Naked
right.
Snake
Big boss.
who becomes the big boss, and then something happens to him, and he becomes Punished Snake. Or Venom Snake, I'm sorry. He's a Venom Snake.
I saw Dark City the other day, and he's in that. He's so young.
He's also already a demon.
What's wrong with Kiefer
There's
Sutherland?
so many there's like so many Facebook photos of like Jack Bauer like hanging out with like drunk, drugged up black chicks at like clubs in Miami.
Oh, really?
It's great. And then just people have been just like posting like Metal Gear quotes over it. So there's just like this woman like giving him a lap dance, and it's just like a weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
God damn it.
Oh, it's great. I love the Metal Gear fans.
Um,
Oh, hey,
so
so the interactive thing now has a little thing that tells me more about Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain. The game premiered as The Phantom Pain by an unknown developer. Press and fans quickly deduced that it was actually Metal Gear Solid 5.
you mean they
Stealthy,
guessed it immediately?
stealthy indeed, Mr. Kojima. It wasn't that stealthy. Well, if we didn't see it coming, it would have been. And I can't get rid of this now. It's just on my screen forever. I think I have to share it to get rid of it. No, it's just there. All right.
Why haven't we given it away an award yet?
I don't know, because it's not a fucking award show.
Play him off. Play him off.
No, drag him to the ground. Teabag him.
I love 24 and I want more Jack Bauer, but play Kiefer Sutherland off.
Do you think, like, if this had happened 2 years ago, he could have done, like, CQC'd the dude when he tried to teabag him, and it would have been a Jack Bauer joke and a Metal Gear joke? Because
Ew.
Venom Snake is really good at CQC.
Ew.
Have you seen some of the CQC you can do in Ground Zeroes?
No.
It's crazy.
I like Metal Gear. I can't handle Metal Gear because of you now.
Oh, it's so great.
I know you never shut up about it.
Oh, it's great. Look at that. Look at the big old
After the
V. Look at the ponytail. Hey, Kojima's here. Dumb Westaboo. Look at his dumb glasses. Look at his dumb vest.
Why does Kojima, as Kojima's gotten older, he dresses more and more like a fucking teenager?
Because he's a child at heart.
Like, and it's his haircut, like that haircut, man.
He's like 60 years old.
I know, and he looks like he's like 30 trying to be 20.
Like, the dude's an OG. He was around pre-Nintendo making stuff.
I know, Metal Gear.
Metal Gear's like fucking 40 years
I
old.
feel I feel asleep.
He's in Metal Gear.
Who is?
Kojima, he's in several of the games.
How?
In 4, he appears when Psycho Mantis's ghost is exorcised because he can't handle the hardware of the PlayStation 3. I'm not making that up, that's real.
When did that? I'm trying to remember.
He comes back as a ghost and he tries
Oh,
to.
right. Because like right before that, Otacon says put in the second disc, and he's like, "I'm just messing with you."
No, that's like a whole chapter ahead of that. And he's like, he tries to like move your controller, but there's no rumble in the DualShock 3, so and he can't read your memory card because it's all on a hard drive.
I kind of remember that too.
And
But
then
yeah.
and then like this weird voice yells at him, and he's
Oh,
exorcised, and it's
hey,
Kojima.
hey, Dylan, guess what?
What?
You see what they're talking about, right?
No.
Metal Gear Online.
No, yeah, whatever.
You were right.
No, I mean, I didn't reveal that. They revealed that long before.
Well, you said they were going to talk about it.
Yeah, but they had announced it. They were like, "Hey, we're going to talk about Metal Gear Online."
You know how you said VGA was like the uh the ass brain
I,
of the
I,
dinosaur?
it's still,
Three.
this fucking Metal Gear banner is still on my goddamn video, and I'm gonna miss the trailer.
Switch back to the other one.
I no, I don't want to. This one's way better, except for the banner. But yes, I do remember that
They just go to the
metaphor. I
normal
mean.
YouTube one. But no, but that point, like, I feel like this is like just mini. This is just mini E3 where everyone is here.
Yes, that was the metaphor I made.
Except I feel like this is like it's more than just the fucking ass brain. Like it's at least this is.
Just like, look, how many like months do you think Ubisoft spent in like their Division test demos, like coaching people to try and sound like real military people so that they can like pretend like that's how people talk in video games? And here
Not that
Kojima, it's
long
just like,
because
yeah,
you
when you
just
change your
hire an
model.
actor.
I mean, but like here, Kojima's like, yeah, when you switch your character model, you just sort of swap it out. There's no animation, but who cares?
So Metal Gear Online wasn't that great, and I didn't feel like I'd give a fuck about a new Metal Gear Online, but this actually looks really neat.
People love Metal Gear Online, man.
I know, but it was not that great.
I guess I never got to play it. There was a community up till the end. There's
So, like
still.
I think it's weird that they're making another one considering that they shut the first one down.
I think yeah. But like, I
Okay,
mean,
that was awesome.
I think there's still a community for Metal Gear Solid 3's Metal Gear Online.
But you saw that, right? You see when he fucking put the balloon on that guy.
Yeah, I love the Fulton.
This looks awesome. I want to play this.
No, I mean it's I would you think about like I think about games to make and it's like all the different stuff and it's like steal enemy equipment so you can build up your base and then players will invade your base and try to take all your crap.
I care about this more than Metal Gear Solid 5 now. Oh my god, that's awesome!
Yeah,
I want to pilot a mini Metal Gear.
it's a weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
I really hope that the game actually plays like this.
I mean, that's
I
one
mean, I
of
know this is super cinematic, but like the
well,
things
yeah.
that they're doing.
I mean, yeah, like that's one of the things is Metal Gear is one of the few games that like always looks while you play it, it's always been as gorgeous as it looked in like test stuff. Like 4 in Ground Zero just looks so fluid. Even on like last gen hardware.
This is just such a
I mean,
crazy,
that Fox
intricate
engine
fucking
was.
multiplayer design. Like all the different stuff they're showing that you might be able to do. Like, I mean, we don't know for sure.
Oh, hey, it's Troy Baker. Troy Baker is young Ocelot.
But you know what I mean, though. But I know, but it looks a lot like him there now.
Right. I mean, that's part of the reason Kiefer Sutherland has to be the new voice of Snake. Just look at how fucking dumb it is.
But I mean, the fact that
So
like
fucking.
they're just with like the dropping the dog and putting the Fulton balloon on that guy and stuff. It's like, okay, this is a pretty awesome, like really like deep looking multiplayer shooter. And then when you get the little Metal Gear and he's like kicking over the riot shields and stuff, like that's crazy.
I
That's
mean,
so
for like
it's working together.
I don't think they were like for most of that they were fighting like AI characters. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I know, but still, like you would usually think of like, oh, it's a multiplayer shooter, and you can like do that like weird like ninja uh teleport thing. Like usually you have a game with like one or two things like that. Not that and the Fulton
Right.
and the Metal Gear stuff and riot shields and dogs that can distract people and like it feels like they've made Metal Gear like they just made Metal Gear multiplayer, you know? Because it's a
Yeah.
weird but even Metal, you know what I mean though. Metal Gear Online was not like that. It was just a shooter with the Metal Gear controls
Right.
and boxes because, of course,
What the hell's Tim Schafer talking about?
I don't know. Oh, he's giving away best performance in a game apparently.
Oh, great. Did you see that
I,
dumb kid?
have they panned to show the
It was like that
celebrities?
ugly, like yeah.
I don't know who that was. Is he a YouTuber? Because we didn't go over
I
those
don't know.
categories.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I don't think so. Yay.
Clementine might win. I don't know, man. I think we should call it here. I don't want to sit here for 3 more hours. It's gonna take fucking forever.
Yeah, you sure? Do you just
What?
want to not live stream, or do you just like do you want to keep watching it together, or do you just want to not live stream it?
I want to not live stream it.
All right.
So
Let's cut it off.
we may depending if this turns out as good as it has started, we may have to come back and talk about this like tomorrow or something. But
Right.
it's 9 and I've been up since like 7, so
Right.
yeah. Thank you everyone. I hope more of our predictions are correct because we definitely hit some right on the head already.
Yeah.
So, all right. Bye everyone. Thanks Dylan. This was a great idea.
Right. Are you still gonna watch it or what?
Yes. I'm enjoying
Right. Well,
this.
you just want to like keep the chat open and keep talking to each other about it.
Maybe. I don't know, but say goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.